getting up close with an active volcano. This is the hike up Acatenango. In Guatemala, one of the most popular adventures is hiking up the dormant Acatenango Volcano to see the highly active volcano El Fuego spewing out lava every half an hour. In this video, we'll bring you along for the ride from the city of Antigua to checking off this bucket list moment, sharing with you the reality of what it's like to do this trek. But before we jump right into the video, here's our quick word of caution. Acatenango is by no means an easy hike. At 5 to 8 hours of hiking with over 1,500 meters of elevation gain, sliding down soft ash and dirt with every step in the heat and humidity, it's important that you have a decent fitness level. You can also hire a porter to help you carry your belongings, or opt to go up the volcano on horseback if you don't want to take the chances of hiking yourself. With that said, the final view of El Fuego is worth every second of this rigorous trek. Good morning from Antigua. We are just about to head off on the Acatenango Volcano hike, which is one of the most popular things you can do in all of Guatemala.
Right now, we're just going to head over to get picked up. We'll go and grab some equipment, some warm clothing, some food, some water, as it does get quite chilly up on the volcano. So let's go over there and have a really good time. After about an hour's car ride, we have made it over to the trailhead. You can see behind me how busy it is. Like we said, this is literally the most popular thing you can do here in Guatemala. The trailhead is right over there. We're just getting geared up right now. Some people may go rent some hiking poles, and if you want to do that, you could rent it right here at the trailhead. In total time, it should take about 5 to 6 hours, but that fully depends on the speed of your group. There's literally dust in my mouth because it's extremely dusty after walking up here. We see a lot of people having face masks, and I realize it's actually really smart.
Yeah.
So if your group does not provide one, maybe you guys should bring one, because
That's pretty bad.
yeah.
Face mask or balaclava. Whew.
Yeah, especially anything just to cover your mouth. There's a little shop right over here. So if you do forget any food or water, there are different shops along the way that you can stop by to replenish. But of course, expect very high prices. That's a given. You're literally hiking a volcano. So right now we're just chilling at a little rest area, waiting for the rest of our group to catch up. And one advice that we got from a fellow hiker of ours, she says, whatever you do, where's the bag? There's the bag.
The bag.
Do not take a huge backpacking bag up on this hike. Bring a day bag if you can, but honestly, this is ours, and that thing's already huge. But to be fair, though, we have a lot of camera equipment, drone, the big camera, which we haven't touched even once yet. It looks so funny with the two big water bottles on each side.
There's a backpack bigger than me.
The reason also it looks funny is, you know those like jetpack games? Those like old school jetpack games? It literally looks like a jetpack. The two thrusters.
I wish
behind.
it were jetpack and I could get there a lot faster without using my legs.
Yeah. Guys, if you're doing this, make sure to have proper footwear. We see so many people just wearing sneakers and they're just sliding on incredibly loose terrain. So make sure you have hiking poles, or at least have some hiking shoes. So the thing is, don't quote me on this, so I think as you're doing this hike, you go through 4 different microclimates. We went through a really dry, arid area at the beginning, but now we're hiking through this really dense, like rainforest that is so vibrant. And it looks really beautiful.
2.5 hours into the hike, we finally get to enjoy our lunch. I think we're about halfway through the entire trail, so really excited to finally enjoy this. And this is actually the entire thing that we packed for the entire overnight hike. We have our dinner. Oh, by the way, this is for both me and Jason. We have our dinner, which is in here, our burrito for our lunch. We have some fruits, some bananas and apples, and then later we're gonna enjoy some hot chocolate. It's so dry. There's quite a bit in here though. There's actually quite a bit of chicken in here. There's some veggies, including some carrots, lettuce, and then there's rice as well. And I think a little bit of cheese. It's really not that bad. And it's quite densely packed. After lunch, we were told we were in the last stretch. 45 minutes of uphill, and then 45 minutes on a pretty flat path. So I decided to pace myself. So you can tell I'm not breathing that hard. And it's going pretty well. We've already entered another microclimate, and it's absolutely stunning. I can even smell the pine trees.
We officially completed all of the uphill portion of this trek. We got 45 minutes left on a relatively flat road, and right here it looks beautiful. We have the full view of Volcano Agua right here, and a little bit before we actually saw Fuego and all of the mist come up.
That entire cloud is not a real cloud, it's just steam from the volcano, so it's right there.
When we were down in Antigua, we thought we were seeing a bunch of clouds. No, it was literally just all the fumes from the volcano. Super cool. Are we done? Finitos?
Yes.
Gracias.
Buen trabajo. Vamos allá en la parte donde descansar.
We made it over here to the top, and before it gets super busy, I just want to show you our accommodations. It's literally in these kind of tents right here. It's really snug. There are six sleeping bags in there. So it's gonna get really warm tonight because it does get cold up here. It's kind of cool to see it.
So I think that Jason mentioned the sleeping situations inside the tent. So we have like 6 people all in one. That's our tent right there. And this is the view that we get. Unbelievable. Oh, it's going off again. This view of Fuego is so insane. I can't believe our camp has such an amazing view of it. And we get to see this incredible cloud inversion, as well as agua right there, and a couple of volcanoes behind it as well. And they're just hovering over this beautiful layer of clouds. We're gonna be able to see a sunset just drop right behind that volcano while it's erupting every like 30 minutes or so. If you wanted to hike all the way to Fuego, you could get pretty close to it, close enough to get to the lava. It's about 45 minutes with some downhill, 45 minutes uphill. So it's 3 hours round trip. I think we're just gonna rest up for today. I did get some cramps on the way up, but that would be an amazing experience to get really close to the lava and just watch the eruption right above you.
What? Are you kidding me? That's actually insane.
Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful morning here from camp. I did hang back as Jason went out for the sunrise hike today at about 4:30 in the morning. I'm really disappointed I couldn't join him, but yesterday was just such an awful sleep. I got overwhelming nausea and that same feeling I get before I faint. It was just like a lot of blood just draining from my head, and I was like, okay, I gotta make the decision not to go. I think the altitude kind of just hit me pretty hard, as well as some hunger. So I didn't make it up, but I really hope that he got a good experience up there. And when he gets back, we'll enjoy some breakfast.
Whoa! Oh! Wrong way! We're literally just running down Scree. We have to make it back to camp, so we have about 10 minutes to eat, and we gotta rush all the way back down so we can catch the bus back to Antigua. The amount of rocks in my shoes is ridiculous right now. There's even more in my socks. And then you just run the entire way. You're like skiing on the volcanic ash. So of course the issue is all this dust, but one experience going up though was genuinely so difficult because the scree was so thick. Literally every step you take, you literally go back like 70%. It was tough going up. This is much needed after that hike. Looks a nice little baguette with some scrambled eggs. Very basic, but it's enough to at least replenish my energy.
Climbing Acatenango and watching El Fuego explode and shine well into the night is hands down one of the top experiences we've ever had. It was worth every grueling step up and dusty slide down the mountain afterwards to witness the fiery show of a lifetime. We definitely wish we had stayed up longer to watch every eruption in the night. I'm glad that Jason was able to summit all 3,976 meters of Acatenango at the break of dawn the next day, and that we had such an amazing crew to share in this memory with us. We hope that you enjoyed watching our journey up a volcano and that you'll have the opportunity to accomplish it too on your trip to Guatemala. Catch you guys on the next adventure.